college football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Down. Here comes this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Now the toss. On the move at the 30. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! And the defense doing work. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit. The ball pops out. More guys swarming to the football. Great effort. Scoop that thing up. Now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Makes his man miss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside, and he was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Gain of 6. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 7, Florida 0.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense with the scoop and score.
And I love the way they bring in the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it, though.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last move.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Milroe. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Makes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, Florida, 7.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Give to the back. Still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score Alabama 21, Hawkins 7.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Makes the grab outside. It's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Pulls and fires complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, Florida 7.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and goal from way back there. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Glagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Now the toss. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on a hat, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the 1st down. That surprised everyone in the building.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Gators are on the move. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And a great return on the play before they're finally able to bring him down.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was
Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Austin Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The RPO, it's complete. That was a really really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's James. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Back to pass. It's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. Snatches it on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so off.
Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Dropping back, it's Aller. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
The sure hands, it's Fleming. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fleming. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off-play action. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Got it set up on the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and short, the power run here. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Alabama. Bama, 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Milroe. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And just understanding where you're at.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give is to Miller. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. Open runway ahead. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. State sends the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just a little off. Incomplete. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Aller. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
Of the first half, with the score, Penn State 10, Alabama 7.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the 1st half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, there's the ball. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Penn State! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Allard. And it's picked off right at the goal line. The 50, the 40, the 20. Touchdown time. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. The Nittany Lions will keep this drive going. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 24, Alabama 14.
Okay, ready? Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're bringing heat. Finds a man on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
The AT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Getting some heat. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the ground, it's Singleton. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Aller. Throwing right. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Here's this. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 91.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Just trucks through it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that are working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here protected.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Across the 25, he's got room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Number 2. Catch and score.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They're going to run it. Bounced off his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. In the low percentage play, the onside kick bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. One more play to pad the stats. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers?